This is the Tamiya Avante 2001. I just got this off of eBay recently. This is the third, I think, I've lost count, but I think the third vintage chassis I've gotten over the past 1 or 2 months off of eBay. This particular one, I got a really nice deal on it. At the very last minute, I went in and made a bid, and I took it down. I do feel a little bad for the guy that had the leading bid for 4 or 5 days, but that's how eBay goes. If you're watching, you should know that this is going to a very loving home. Okay? But anyway, let's get into this. The chassis did come with, pick them up here, body, under tray, the wing, and a couple of spares here. These spares are bumper, rear arms, some ball cups, spare gearbox, gearbox case there, a couple little odds and ends. From what I can tell, about 95% of the chassis is completely original, 100% vintage. The only detractors from that are the wheels. These are Avante 2011 wheels with new tires, because the original Avante 2001 wheels were white, and those are very hard to find. I found a set on eBay for $100. I think that's overpriced, so I'm not going to get them. And the original shocks that came with the 2001 had black plastic bodies. These are the yellow body shocks that you would find on maybe a Manta Ray or a Dirt Thrasher. Okay, but otherwise everything appears to be completely original. And if you've seen all of my other Avante videos, you know how much I love these chassis. So what makes the 2001 special? Okay, the original Avante had a shorter wheelbase than the 2001. And it also had a different set of suspension arms in the front and rear. So you go watch those videos of mine and you'll see what that looks like. Basically, the Avante 2001 is less of an Avante than it is an egress. So the Tamiya egress was a follow-up to the Avante, and they lengthened the wheelbase, changed the upper and lower decks so that on the old Avante, the rear trailing arm, the front part of it, mounted on the upper deck. Here it mounts on the lower deck, just like the egress, with this little spacer here. I presume this spacer is to give you a little bit of anti-squat, and of course you could add more spacers here if you want to get more anti-squat. But it's basically a cheaper egress with, same type of chassis, except this is FRP, fiberglass, rather than carbon fiber like the egress had. Fiberglass shock towers, plastic shocks, but the parts are otherwise, the gear case, the suspension arms, everything exactly the same. This does have a center ball diff, just like the original Avante. Gear diffs front and rear. I believe the egress had ball diffs. Okay, so again, this is more economy minded than an egress, but the same geometry, same everything as an egress. It just has an Avante body that fits the longer wheelbase. So I do have an egress. You can check those videos out. I restored that. I have multiple Avantes. This is the latest in my collection. I think this would be a really good runner because it's sort of the lower end model. I would be less afraid of getting it dirty and everything. So yeah, it's just really nice, very clean. I'm surprised at how good of a condition this is in. The CVDs are in pretty good condition. They're not super worn out or anything. There are no apparent cracks in the plastic pieces. All the screws are in place, and they're all the right kinds of screws. So it's all there. I did get quite a while back from Pargu an alloy upper and lower deck and front and rear shock towers for the Avante 2001. I might install them on here. I am considering keeping the fiberglass chassis on. I'm still debating which way I want to go, because the fiberglass chassis will allow the chassis to flex a little more, and the tracks that I race on tend to be a little bumpier, so you'd want something that has a little more flex like this. If I want to make this a shelf queen, I'd of course take these off, put the Pargu chassis on. So we'll see which way I go. But in time, I'll make follow-up videos on, just cleaning this up and maybe adding some nicer parts to it. I did find a set of high-capacity dampers, original vintage dampers, that will fit perfectly on this. So I'll clean those up and mount those. And eventually I'll make this, hopefully, a nice runner. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like right now. Really good condition once again. I picked this up for, after shipping, about $250, which, if you consider what new in box Avante 2001s go for, well over $1,000, and even reasonable condition ones. There's another one on eBay for over $500. This is a really good deal. So yeah, I guess that's it. Again, I'll make some follow-up videos. We're updating the tie rods here to turnbuckles and doing a few other little minor tweaks here and there just to make it more robust and a little prettier to look at. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.